Hey investors, this is the April update for the eToro Copy Fund. So the first quarter of the year hasn't been very good for the portfolio. But if you take a long-term view, then the fact that stocks are trading at cheaper prices, that signals a good buying opportunity. And that is the view we take. So we are looking for good opportunities and other good stocks to add to the portfolio. So far, the performance of the portfolio has been poor for this year at minus 19%. But we saw last month that the market can rebound quite quickly. So I expect the market to rebound in the coming months. Now let's take a look at the holdings we have in the portfolio. So you can see our top positions over here: Amazon, Intuitive, Google, MasterCard, Facebook, and so on. Some of these positions are relatively highly valued if you look at them on a price to earnings basis, like Amazon and Intuitive. But as you can see here, Amazon and Intuitive, although they were supposedly overvalued, they have not fallen as much as some other stocks, like Facebook. Facebook has always been looked at as an undervalued stock compared to based on its price to earnings ratio. But you can see that Facebook has fallen more than Amazon or Intuitive. So we shouldn't always just look at the price to earnings ratio to determine if a stock is overvalued or if it's going to fall a lot. Of course, the price to earnings ratio provides a good benchmark to assess whether there's a margin of safety, for example, in buying a stock. So you can see our other holdings over here. I expect all these stocks to bounce back. Adobe, Facebook, even Alibaba, I think it will bounce back over time. I know Charlie Munger has sold about 50% of his holding. I think he bought too much in the first place, so maybe he's just trimming down his holdings. PayPal has fallen quite a lot. I still think PayPal has a lot of potential with the super app project that is working on. But PayPal does have a lot of emerging competition like Shop Pay in terms of e-commerce payment processors, and then even in terms of a super app, there's Apple Pay and Google Pay, which are also coming up with innovative features and are becoming quite common in usage. So PayPal does have some competition, but with over 400 million merchants and consumers on the platform, I think PayPal has a wide lead at the moment, and I think it can maintain that lead and also build on it. So I still see it as one of the leading players in fintech. Venmo is another important part of PayPal. I know Cash App, which is owned by Block or Square, is coming up fast. In fact, it has a lot of downloads. If you look at the app downloads statistics, but I think Venmo still has a first mover advantage. It has overall more users than the Cash App, and I think whatever the Cash App introduces, I think Venmo can do that as well. And it has done that to an extent with the crypto trading, and I think it can introduce other services as well. So it's a matter of how much you trust management as well. I think Dan Schulman, who leads PayPal, is a reasonably good CEO. So let's put our hopes in him and continue to believe in his vision for the company. So far, I haven't seen anything that has shaken my trust in PayPal. I know they walked back the numbers of consumers they were expecting, but mistakes can happen. But I don't think anything fundamentally wrong has happened so far. Autodesk has fallen quite a lot. You can see here, but I think Autodesk is a leader in the construction cloud, and I don't expect that to change. Teladoc, you can see, has fallen so much as well. Again, I think Teladoc is the leading player in telemedicine. I'm also keeping a close eye on Doximity and researching that. But I still overall like Teladoc quite a bit, and it's trading at a very cheap valuation. ETH and Nvidia have done well. The cybersecurity ETF, I think, will continue to do well. Upwork is not a very profitable company, but I think it serves a very important need in terms of having a freelance marketplace, and I think it has quite a strong moat. Imagine freelancers, building their careers on this platform. There are not many other platforms like it. So I'm willing to assign a higher multiple to a stock with a strong moat. So I expect Upwork to also bounce back. Intel, I like the new CEO, Pat Gelsinger. I think he has a strong vision and he has the momentum behind him. I expect Intel to definitely go higher. Baozun, I'm quite impressed with the management's buybacks. I think they are being aggressive in buybacks, and that's what you want to see, especially when your stock price has been beaten down so much. So I'm confident Baozun can bounce back too. The same goes with DocuSign. Again, the CEO has been very bullish in terms of his insider buying. That's a good sign. But of course, I mean, no matter how much the CEO buys, I mean, you can't really push up the price just based on that, and the business has to deliver. But fortunately, I think DocuSign has been delivering. So I look forward to seeing the next few quarters results as well. ArcG has been a disappointment, but I think some of these genomic stocks can bounce back very quickly if they have a good clinical trial result, or they discover a new drug or a new treatment. So I think let's not give up hope on ArcG. So during the last few months, I've taken advantage of the volatility to buy into companies like Shopify and Twilio. I think these are two very strong companies that I've been looking to buy and add to the portfolio, and I had the chance recently. I'm also using the S&P 500 index to sort of trade the volatility a little. So I will eventually get rid of the S&P 500 index if the market rises significantly, but I'll use that to buy into dips and to sell on rips. Doyu has been a disappointment. I've talked about it before, and so has Amwell. I also bought into Unilever. It has a 4% trailing dividend yield. Apparently, we don't get taxed on UK stocks, which Unilever is. So 4% seems pretty good to me. It's not very expensive, nor is it very cheap. I'm just using it to add some stability to the portfolio, and especially to manage the risk score. So that is the portfolio. Let me know your thoughts on the stocks we have. Are there other stocks we should add? Should I seriously consider stocks like Tesla or other stocks? Let me know what your views are. Thanks for watching and have a great day.